How much of a puzzle is it to try to put these forward lines together right now with Tyson out and a couple other bumps?
Well, that's a big loss, Tyson. He's obviously played some good hockey for us. So, yeah, just trying to find some chemistry. And especially after the last 2 games, we've got to try to, put some lines together that'll be cohesive.
I guess that says a lot about what he's become to this team, though, that his absence is felt that much.
Well, yeah, he's our top PK guy. He's got a great shot, and hey, listen, a lot of teams go through. A lot of teams have a lot more injuries than us, so can't really complain.
You talk a lot about pairings, keeping two forwards together, kind of thing. You have Dvorak and Zegras that have been paired pretty much since the beginning of the season. Why do you like that pairing so much?
Yeah, I just think obviously for the draws too, Devo can help out on the draws. But it's really a locate. You just start off at whatever position. After that, you just go. You fill spots. And just like we get Trevor, and Trevor off the rush gets the puck in the middle of the ice, and he's not even a centerman. It doesn't really matter. So it's really for mostly down low and faceoffs.
Do you like the chemistry between the two of them?
Yeah, I do. I think and I think early on when Tip was there, that line together gave us some good games. So I think it's a line that they're used to playing with each other.
You were pretty direct after the last game. You mentioned
last two.
Leadership. Yeah, last two. Yeah. You mentioned the leadership, the will, and some pretty direct comments, right? Have you relayed that to the team, and how do you expect them to respond?
Yeah, I mean, we 2 lackadaisical games. What's wrong with that? We didn't really we didn't have the will to win those games, and I think the fans deserved a better product the last 2 games. So it is what it is. Like I also said, we've done some really good things. So. It is what it is.
You expect them to respond the right way?
Yeah, no, we have all year. I mean, we set ourselves up. We're 6th, whatever, and then this last 2 games is kind of a sour taste. So that's going to happen during the year, and you always want teams to respond.
You've talked a lot about the driving to the net for presence. Yeah. There was a lot of drills today that were focusing heavily on that. How have you seen the team maybe respond just in conversations, and how have you kind of been stressing the importance of that?
Yeah, I don't think it's guys don't want to go there. I think they're looking for, we're looking for different. One guy wants a one-timer, one guy wants to, play to the side of the net. It's little things like that add up when you do it all the time. If you don't get inside on people, it's an easy night for the other team defensively. So you got to make teams make decisions. So if you have 2 guys going downhill, 1 guy popping out, there's the other team has to make decisions. But if you're playing the outside, it's pretty easy way of defending. So that's all. That's what we're just talking about.
How much of a role have you played in the team signing Christian Dvorak this summer?
Yeah, well, I have a history with Devo. I know he had 2 or 3 teams. He had 3-year deals, and he decided to come here because I think he saw the opportunity. Obviously, we're familiar with each other, but there's an opportunity for him, and he's played well for us this year.
What did you like about him that made you want to reunite with him?
Well, I think he can. He's a guy that's a smart guy. He's good defensively, but he's also a jack of all trades. He good on the draws. Our penalty kill's been good this year. He's been one of the leaders on the penalty kill. Now that Tyson's out, we got him playing, the power play in the middle. So he's really gelled with some certain guys, and he's helped out Trevor Zegras. Even when he was playing with Mitchkov, he talks to him on the bench, educates him on certain things. So, he's taken a leadership role here.
When you first arrived, what sort of approach did you have in mind to get the most out of Mitchkov, and how, as the games go on, have you adjusted that approach?
Yeah, no. For me, it's just, I'm a Crest guy. It's team first, right? It's individuals. Then you have to work with individuals. The staff works with him all the time, all our players. So there's just certain things that he's gotten better in the team game, playing a little bit more. He's playing, actually, sometimes when he plays the left wing, he's actually playing a lot faster. He's shooting the puck more. So those are little things that he likes to do. He likes to obviously score goals, but if he does a couple little things that we're asking, I think he's going to get actually more opportunities.
Things seems to be going pretty well for Trevor Zegras. What made his transition easy with your team?
Well, he wants the puck a lot, and when he's decisive, he's been really good off the rush in the middle of the ice. He's making really good plays from there. So we want to get him off the walls into the middle because, he can make that backhand pass. He made a couple back passes to a guy, streaking to the net. He's got a couple goals where he shot in the middle of the ice. A couple of good shots. So yeah, when he's in the middle of the ice off rushes, that's really when he's dangerous.
Coach, do you think that the Flyers did want a new identity when they hired you as a coach?
Well, I think it's not just me. It's not about me. It's the whole franchise. We when you play the Flyers, what are you playing? And I think we had to, from day one, this training camp is like, we want to be a team that is hard. Like everybody says it. Like it's a broken record. Everybody wants to be a hard team to play against, but you got to live it. So, we want to make sure when the crest comes in the building, like. You're going to play a team that's a hard team to play against, smart, disciplined. Every team strives for that. It's just a matter of how you put it in action, and that's what we're trying to do every day.
Trevor Zegras had about 10 shot attempts in the last game.
Yeah.
A lot of them were coming from like the slot or in front of the net. Do you feel like maybe he's one of those guys who's getting the message about going in the net?
Yeah, he is. Trevor's bought in from day one. He takes the whether criticism or whatever, and or the concepts, and he, like I told you guys, he's asking questions, he's in the room, he's practicing it, so you can tell things are happening to him because he's not just that, he's a creative guy, but he's listening and he's buying in, and when you buy in, good things happen.